ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this special episode of Nuki Podcast. It feels great to be back.
After a long time.
Yes, after a long time. We are excited. Without further ado, well, let's get to it. So I'm your host, Spani.
Your co-host Theo, and I'm here with Spani today. First, before we get into, how are you?
I'm doing good.
You doing good in Huawei?
In Huawei?
Because I feel like, people don't want to get into it like, oh, how are you? I'm good. That's it.
No, honestly, that's a great question. Honestly, I think I'm doing much better. It's still a work in progress, but I think I'm doing a lot better than I was back then.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll put it that way.
Okay. Yeah, just remember, Jesus told us to put all our burden to him.
Yes. And that's what I'm doing. And it has been the best therapy you can ever imagine or can ever have.
Yes.
Trusting him and meditating his word every single day.
Yes. That's the way of a Christian.
Yes.
Yeah. Make sure you meditate every day.
Yes.
Every day.
Every day. And
not on Sunday.
Not on Sunday.
Not on
day.
Saturday to prayers or the time you do prayers.
Not with your phone either. Not with your phone. Take a moment.
Get away from your phone.
No.
Like, however long you're going to take, just be away from your phone, any electronic, and just be silent. Just you and your God.
Yes.
Do that every day and you'll see how it improve your mental health.
A lot.
Your spiritual life too, and your physical life, sometimes your financial life, depending on what you are talking about when you get along.
True.
Yeah.
It's gonna help. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah, thank you for asking. Appreciate it.
Yeah. I didn't like, oh, I'm good. And like, what do you mean you're good?
No, thanks. I appreciate it,
Yeah.
When it's a good question. I like it, especially the way you ask it. Because if you just ask, like, I could just say I'm good, but I've been better. Honestly, I've been better.
Okay.
I've been better. No cap.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, we have to remember also, God did not put us here to suffer.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, like the world is wicked, but we are his children as long as we live into him. Like what the word see as suffering when he's in you and you are in him is you have a different perspective.
Yes.
And the reason why I'm saying that is because if you read the apostles when they were being persecuted,
yes,
you will see like they flogged them instead of complaining about life. The only thing they did was worship.
Yep.
Even Paul and Silas, they flogged them too, and then on top of that they put them in prison, and then they just started worshiping and singing hymns. So the suffering is there, but like you have a different perspective depending on who you depend on.
Who you depend on, exactly.
Yeah.
And I wanted to say this. Even though when situation happen in life, people always want you to react to it in the most extremist way. People want to see you go out of your character. People want to see you lose control of yourself or lose your mind. People want to see you you are not the same anymore. You are not what you used to be. People want to see you not being happy, not to enjoy life.
Yeah.
People don't want to see you being appreciative of the opportunity that God gave you to see another day, to be blessed. People want you to be like this person that have lost his mind, and people want to see you suffer. People want to see you act crazy. And I think that's what a lot of people has or was
expecting.
expecting,
Okay.
and maybe are still waiting on that to
Yeah.
happen when this man is going to lose his mind,
Mm.
when he's going to go make a scene or create,
Yeah.
do certain thing that's out of character. That's going to question people like, is that Spani?
Yeah.
Did you hear what Spani did? Did you hear
Mhm.
what Spani said?
Yeah.
Did you see? That's what I think a lot of people were expecting. And when you know who you put your trust into, and God has a way to prove people wrong.
Yeah.
In the midst of the storm, I can say like, yeah, there are moments I wish I could say like, you put this person in front of me,
Yeah.
straight up
But
bullet,
then
I
you're
end
like-
that person. But
Then you're like, what would Jesus do?
what would Jesus do? And you start asking all these questions like, what? And you start asking yourself like, oh man, I'm a Christian first,
Mm-hmm.
Christian like. And you
Yeah.
have to follow that, because Christ said you have to forgive 7 times
Times
7,
70. Yeah.
in order for you to get to that point. And as Christian, as someone who's have been meditating Word of God heavily, I think he has helped.
Okay.
Because who knows if I wasn't a Christian?
Who knows?
Who knows?
But
Uncle T?
hopefully we won't find out. Because
I guess we never know.
because I do believe like there's nothing worth outside of Jesus.
Yes. This is what I want to say
Mm.
to people. Silence is the best weapon that you can use against your enemy.
Mm.
Pe-
Yeah.
people want me to speak. People want me to react, but I'm not going to give them the opportunity to know my move or what God is doing in me, the transformation of what God has
Yeah.
placed in me. But what I can tell people is this: you can rejoice
Mm-hmm.
off of my situation.
Mm-hmm.
You can you can gossip about it. You can talk about it. You can, laugh.
Yeah.
You can laugh at my situation. You can do all this talk. You can say all these things. But
Mhm.
one thing I tell you is that every person has his own turn at the barbershop.
What does that mean?
It means that a barber
Mm-hmm.
is going to cut everybody's hair.
And you have your own time.
You have your own time.
Okay, that makes sense.
Not the barber is not going to cut everybody's hair at one time.
So God will deal with each one of us our own at our own time.
Exactly.
Okay. No, I hope.
Because you haven't got to the barber yet.
Mhm.
You already start laughing. Damn, Uncle, you look at your hairline. Damn, look at this.
Yeah.
It messed you up, but you haven't got there yet.
Yeah.
So the moment you're going to get there, who knows how the barber's going to cut your hair.
That makes sense. So, I guess the way I'm understanding it is the way to live, or the way we should try to practice to live, should be first, before anything, before I say anything, before I make any decision, or not decision, like in somebody's situation, like before I can say anything, I should ask myself, before anything, I should ask myself, what if I was in that situation?
Exactly. How will it be?
Like, would I like people being, because at the end of the day, we have no idea what anybody is going through, regardless how people are making decisions. I mean, some decisions are,
It's funny, Uncle T.
yeah.
I don't think you ask anybody in this world to say, do you like to suffer? Nobody's going to raise their hand and say, yes, I would like to go to hell just
Yeah.
to make it,
Is it also funny though? Like, it's interesting you mentioned hell. Is it also funny, like mentally we think like, oh, hell is some afterlife, but like really,
I-
a lot of people are going through hell right now.
Oh
and
yes.
here on earth,
Yeah,
Definitely.
definitely. That's why I emphasize on everybody has their own turn at the barber.
Yeah.
You
But
know,
I think we should all pray for each other.
we should.
You know,
And the wicked, we get the turn. Then we get a good haircut when God will deal with them.
but we should pray for them in a way, like like when
No,
when we crucified Jesus, it was
Yes.
like, forgive them for they know not what they're doing. Because okay,
No, when I pray for people,
Mm.
when I hear this person said this or this person is spreading rumor about you or about the situation and all these things, I've always laughed at it. I said, may God bless that person.
God forgive you.
My God will deal with that person because people always forget that, like, there is I forgot the exact passage, but God said in his he said that everything we will pay everything here on earth before we leave, whether it's not you,
Or somebody or something.
somebody, your generation, your children. That curse, it will go down
Yeah.
to your children's generation. And somebody, you can rejoice right now at this moment.
Mm-hmm.
You're making fun, you are spreading and all these things. But God has a way to cut people's hair. You can get your hair cut in the morning. Somebody can get theirs in the afternoon or in the evening.
But they'll get a haircut.
They will get a haircut.
All right.
And you will not like when God, because somebody can be getting the haircut in the morning,
Mm-hmm.
but you don't know when you're going to get yours.
Yeah. But I think let's go back to, I think this is straight an intro. Let's go back to Jesus, because if you notice in the Old Testament, because God did give us power, like the things we say do happen, especially for His servants. Because I think it was Elisha when the child called him bold, made fun of him,
Yeah.
called him bold, and he got ate by a bear.
Exactly.
But then Jesus came, because if you ever notice, Jesus' disciples, that's how they wanted to deal with people. Like, oh, you just touched my Messiah, I'm gonna cut your ear off. Let me take out my sword. But Jesus was like, no, let's pray for your enemies.
Yeah.
Love your enemies, because it's easy to love your friends. It's
It is.
easy. Yeah. So let's pray for each other, enemies or not, friends or not. And God knows best.
Yes. And especially the funny thing is, it only happened between Christians. But I don't consider those people Christian. Church goer.
Well, I mean,
Because they're not Christian. They're church goer.
I don't. When it comes to pointing out who's a Christian or not, I think there's a danger in there. You know what I mean?
True, but
Because you can be a Christian, like you're a Christian because you're a follower of Christ, and then you receive grace. You believe that Jesus died for you as your Lord and Savior. You believe that He died and resurrected and came back to life. A lot of us do believe that, but then that's just the first step, though. And then from there, I feel like a lot of us are stuck on that first step. Like, oh, I believe Jesus Christ is as my Lord and Savior. He died and rose on the third day.
Things, though. It's easy to say those.
No, I'm saying, so like when you make that decision, or like we get baptized, some of us, a lot of people don't know why they're getting baptized. They don't know what it means, you get baptized for a show, or you want to get married, but then John the Baptist, who emphasized like it's going to be the one that's going to baptize you with the Holy Spirit and fire.
Yes.
So like it's like those steps, like the water baptism is like the first declaration of you being a Christian, but then there is that like the actual baptism of the Holy Spirit and fire. And that's what's gonna change it. And that's when we will see, like, oh, how are we going to know who's a Christian or not? By their deeds.
Yeah.
Yeah. But so
Well, that wasn't our message, but I think God put this in our heart to kind of get it out of the way. Hopefully somebody will benefit from this first intro of this episode. But now let's get to what actually we wanted to talk about it, Uncle T. Let's dive into what I wanted to talk about. So recently, on the news, we all were shocked. Well, two news, not the sad one. Well, both are kind of sad.
okay. What is the first one?
So the first one, and I wanted to talk about it, it was about shoplifting.
Okay.
Okay. In the news, not long ago, we always surprised. We saw the news about our fellow Congolese man, and him and his wife were caught on camera at a King Super store in Brighton, shoplifting a cart full of food.
Okay.
And they were confronted by several employee and customer because and this is not the first time that those two
Like
individuals,
the same people.
the
Same situation.
yeah. So they've been doing that, they get caught, go to prison, and come back, they do the same thing. And I wanted to talk about that situation. You know, I don't know what pushed those fellow Congolese and his spouse to go to store and shoplifting over there.
And you say it's not the first time.
It's not the first time.
Okay.
Based on what I've heard.
Yeah. Okay.
And they're well known in the community. People know them and all these things.
Yeah.
And my thing is, and both of their parents are here as well.
Okay. You said they live where?
Where the store that they went to
Is Brighton.
in Brighton.
Okay.
So about 30 minutes north of Denver.
Okay.
So they went. I don't know if you saw the video.
I have no idea.
You have no. Okay, let me
see.
watch. Click play. Tune on the volume so you can listen to it.
Not only affects all of us, but many of us have actually witnessed it. Thieves brazenly shoplifting from stores.
The Colorado Retail Council says organized retail crime is costing our state retailers $1 billion a year. CBS News Colorado investigator Brian Moss has been looking into why this is happening and how some communities are taking it upon themselves to fight back.
Moms, dads, kids at this busy Brighton King Supers, maybe grabbing some last-minute dinner items. Then this. At 4 in the afternoon, a man and woman wheeling out 20 containers of laundry detergent worth an estimated $600 without paying. Store security and customers intervening, trying to stop the thieves.
Go, you better go.
So unconcerned, the couple even pulled their
So what do you think that is? And or considering it's not the first time that happened, with that same individual, also
Yes.
considering it's not something new.
Yes.
So did you bring it up because is it somebody in the community or what got your interest and what do you want to talk about?
What got my interest is that the person in this video is a Congolese person.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I feel like as a Congolese person, since we don't have a community,
Congolese doesn't have a community?
no, we do not.
Okay.
We do not have a community to address those issues, to address those individuals and their family. Then I feel like Nyuki Podcast is the best way for me to express my point of view and also warn the next person not to make those same mistake.
Okay.
Because United States is a land of free and opportunity, as we claim to be. It is. Whether we like it or not, we have much more opportunity here than back home, based on all the reasons. But we also do have a lot of opportunity. There are food banks. There are places or churches, that's been giving grocery or voucher and all these things to help people fight hunger and homelessness and all these things. All those resources are available.
Yeah.
But since we don't have a community to pass those information to people, to let them know you don't need to go break the law, you don't need to get yourself caught up to in the system just because you want to go steal something. It's okay to ask for help sometime when you don't have it.
Yeah.
To ask for help and also to reach out to people. But since we don't have an organized community to put those resources in place, this is what is resulting. But my initial thing about this, I wanted to talk more about the law that have now been put in place about those situations, about shoplifting. Because I was reading something and I found out that now it has become a class 2 misdemeanor, shoplifting, which you can be jailed for up to 120 days in prison.
Can I state my opinion before you continue?
Well, before you do that, I just want to give you with the whole the law, the current law. So 120 days in prison and you'll be fined about $1,000.
Okay.
If you get convicted for that crime, which you are going to be convicted because this person is on camera.
Can I state my opinion as a socialist?
Go ahead.
So I understand if somebody went to Walmart and trying to get a TV, like stealing a TV or electronic. You go to electronic store and trying to run away from we products or equipments.
Yeah,
I understand that, right? As a socialist, I don't think for somebody to decide to go to a grocery store and decide to get a cart full of food, I know they're not going to play with the food. You know what I mean? So what my point is, and I'm not dismissing what you were saying, because you're saying there's law. That's reality. There's law. To avoid the law, we have to not do that.
Yeah.
But then I kind of disagree with the law because I don't think somebody's going to steal food, especially because they need food. And you say, where does the person live?
Right now they're in jail.
Right. So in jail, they don't have a community to provide food for them.
Exactly.
But but then you make a good point saying there's these other organizations that provide food. Let's say they don't know it. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna sound like I don't disagree with that. I agree that there are those things, but I also don't believe somebody should be put in prison for stealing food.
I do believe that. I believe yes.
And going back to your law,
Yeah.
to the law, the what you just read, if I cannot afford food, how am I going to afford to pay $1,000?
Then don't steal.
But it's
Christ
food.
asks us to ask for help when
Food
we
is a necessity, and
Yes.
me.
God asks us to ask; it shall be given to you.
I don't think that's what God meant. But yeah, go off. God is not what do you call it? God is not a genie where you're like, oh God, I need a Tesla. I could have got my Tesla a long time ago if that's how it worked.
No, not in that regard. I feel like we are in this country. Okay, most of us came here, and that person.
I'm not
came,
disagreeing.
Yes,
I
this
don't
is
think
what I'm
somebody
saying.
should be put to prison, or even they should be punished.
For
Or
stealing your food.
no, they should be punished. But I don't think they should be receiving 121 days plus a fine of $1,000.
Yes,
That's very extreme.
they should even make it more extreme.
I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that because
Okay, I understand
food
you're
is
a socialist, and that's why you guys
it's
are
not even
losers in
social.
the first
Honestly,
place.
it's not even a socialism thing. It's a humanity thing.
No, I disagree.
Because no, it's a humanity thing. I'm not okay. I will have to emphasize. I'm not agreeing somebody stealing. I also know. You can go into the store and get food and leave.
Yes,
You're not supposed to get stopped.
Yes.
Because those corporations, at the end of the fiscal years, they go to the government and show those footage like, oh, these, you see, as you can see here, this is about $1 billion, or this is and the government reimburse them.
Okay.
You're not supposed to stop anybody from taking anything out of the store, especially those big ones.
True.
And that's, I don't know if it's a law, so let me not say it's a law. But I know stores
Okay,
are not
then. So
groceries.
Let's all of us now start going to the grocery, fill up our card, end up pay, and walked out. But don't you see that? What kind of, my thing is,
We're not in the same situation.
yes, but what
I'm
kind
sure
of
if we
message-
look at our bank account right now, one of us has more money than the other.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
you are the rich.
yeah, mentally I am rich. So if we went to the store, we would get different things.
Yes.
But then we cannot expect to I don't like, I'm really not disagreeing with you. Like, I'm not
Yes.
disagreeing with you. I'm just disagreeing with the law. I don't think somebody should be punished to that extent because they stole food.
But you watched the video, right?
No, I saw the video. I don't think is
The person had a car. You saw the car.
that's a nice car.
Thank you, Uncle.
How do we know it's their car?
Thank you.
But then again, aside from, I think a punishment should be there. Not a punishment, a penalty, not a punishment.
What kind of penalty?
I don't know. I don't make laws.
Okay,
But
if you
I
have
feel
to-
like
let's
as
say
a-
I put the come on, I can't put the word together. Okay, let's just say that for sake of the argument, okay,
Wow, okay. Go ahead.
that if you have to put a policy in place,
Mm-hmm.
let's say you're a business person, okay, and your store is getting
I don't know if you noticed in the news they say that the community people, like the people are taking it
fed up. Yes.
fed up. So okay, Spun.
Yes.
There's this thing I forgot.
It's the same thing as you are thinking.
No. Shoot. Like for those people that do security, most of the time they tell them don't do anything.
Yes.
Most of the time.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to get harmed. You don't want to. So, my point is, I'm a businessman.
Yes.
I'm not fed up because I know I'm going to make my money either way.
But I think you have to think about the community. That's the mom and the dad and the who are bringing the kids.
Oh,
to
no,
the
no, I'm
store
not.
and
I'm
all
not.
these things.
I'm where.
You know? Because my thing is that person. If it was bunches of teenagers doing that, I would say
That car was full though. I don't know. I'm trying to defend these people, but
you gotta put that video on this.
oh yeah, we
I
will
was-
put a video. I'm trying to defend these people, but I can't.
And they have a nice car.
No, the car is really nice. Even I cannot afford it.
So this is what I'm saying, Okuchi. Okay, my thing is, I understand. Okay, when like those big stores, they should have maybe a program, or when you
No,
need,
you can go to any of those big store. Okay, you know what? I retract my argument. Because there's a policy where you can go in store. If you're hungry, you can go in, eat, and get out.
as long you eat the food inside the store.
No. That's what I'm saying. You can go in there, eat, and then get out.
You eat inside. And
Yeah.
you
So
walk out.
I retract my defense to
Well,
those
my
people.
people, listen up.
So if you're really hungry, then you just go in the store, eat, and get out.
Listen up.
And I'm sure if you can afford the gas of that vehicle, I think that car. I think it's those car. What is those car that have electronic and gas?
Hybrid.
I think that car, the way it looks, is hybrid. If you can afford hybrid, then you can afford food. Never mind what I said.
So, my people,
Trying to be socialist, but never mind.
based on what you said, you can go to a store, okay? A store in America. You can eat anything inside that store, but you cannot walk out with a food. So everything has to be eating inside the store and walked out empty-handed. That you don't have to pay. But if you need groceries or you need food, the best thing or the best way to do it, there are food bank every Friday, every Thursday, giving people free food. There is food bank
never
of the
mind.
Rockies.
Never mind.
There are churches that are doing food drive and all the food pantry that you can go there and get yourself something to feed yourself. You don't have to go to a store to steal. And plus, this person is a Congolese person. And what I'm asking
With a white lady.
with a white
I feel like Spanish say, spouse with a white lady.
oh Lord.
So
What I'm asking,
mhm.
this person, parent, where are they? How do they feel when they saw the video about their kids, their son, turn out to be this person that portraying on the video?
So yesterday was a Sunday, right?
Yes.
The preacher of yesterday said something.
Okay.
Like, I think it was very interesting. For like our parents who are old, they didn't come. They're not here for themselves. They're not benefiting from this country. Really, they're
Yeah.
here for us.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to really, really try our best to take advantage of this place
Yes.
in a good way. Not have, man, that car was nice though. That car was really nice. Wow.
So you see, this is what I'm saying. Okay, like it's really hard because I put a blame
On Christianity. I'm kidding.
no Christianity. I put a blame on our community, the spirit of this individualistics, the spirit of
How big is the Congolese community in Colorado?
it's big. It's
And
big.
within okay, so there's a huge population here of Congolese people here in Colorado, right?
Yes.
And what tribes?
What tribes?
Mm-hmm. Okay,
Well,
let's not mention
I
tribes.
don't want to get into tribes.
Let's
Yeah.
not mention tribes. They're different tribes, right?
Yeah.
Different tribes. Okay. Do you guys get along back home?
Back home, I would say most people. I can say yes.
Okay.
Well, slippery slope territory. I see where you are going with that, but
I have a solution.
mm-hmm.
Jesus should be the center. I don't know how to help you guys because I can't
think
even help
Jesus,
myself.
Jesus has been the center, but I think
Yeah, no. Let's not lie on Jesus now.
But my thing is this, Uncle T. Okay.
So, okay, you think the blame you put it on the Congolese community not being united, or
No.
you put it on the Congolese people not having a community,
Yes.
not having a community?
Yes.
Okay.
I put it that way. Because my thing is,
So when we say Congolese, who are we talking about? No, I'm gonna
this
like
I want to go that way.
no, like no, like okay.
Ask your question.
No, the reason why I'm asking this because, for example,
Yes.
right? I know there is Bafulero community here.
Congolese people.
No, there's a Bafulero community where like their community, like we are Bafulero, and their community.
Okay.
There's Babembe community,
Yeah.
and all those are Congolese, right?
Yes.
So when you say Congolese community, because I've seen some Congolese community, which one are you talking about?
The whole in general.
So you want all of them to be together? Like which
if
one are
Congo is our mother, why are we divided?
Well, we go to different. You guys go to different homes.
True, but we all should be united on the Congolese flag. Congolese.
For example, right?
Yeah.
Can I give you an example?
Okay.
You
Yes.
have a family. You have 2 children and a wife, right?
Yeah.
That comes first before anything else.
Yes.
And then after that, you go to your siblings
Yes.
and their family.
Mm-hmm.
That's another second step. Does your mom come before your siblings or after your siblings? No, I'm going step by step when it comes to community. We're gonna get to the community.
Yeah. Well.
So does your mom
is there? Then siblings are
So okay, your mom is a second step.
after my.
Your wife and your children.
Yes.
Okay, your mom is a second step. The third step is your siblings and their.
And their kids and all this.
Okay, that's the third step.
Yeah.
Fourth step is it your friends or the tribe that you're from?
Well, I will not put a tribe into that.
No. You know what? We have to be honest.
Yes.
No.
Me personally, I would the fourth one. It should go to. I would say, let's go to friend.
So
Let's
friends
go
will
to
be the fourth one.
Fourth one. Yeah.
Fourth one,
Mm-hmm.
and then after friends will be the any Congolese or certain Congolese.
It will be all Congolese.
But you see, you had to go through how many steps to get to all Congolese?
But no.
No, my point is, we cannot say, for example, right?
Yes.
Me and you right now,
Mm-hmm.
we both Africans.
Yes.
But if we go back to Africa, I'm going to go to Burundi and you're going to go to Congo.
Yes.
Or wherever you're from.
This is a question. Okay, let's. Okay.
No, so I'm saying the reality is
I got
there's
your point.
Babembe, and Babembe are going to choose Babembe first before they step outside. Bafulero are going to choose Bafulero first before they step outside. But you know how many tribes you have.
Yeah.
Which tribe are you anyway?
Congolese.
Okay, good.
So my
We
thing
are one
is,
in the body of Christ.
Yes, my thing is exactly. Thank you. And most of
They're
those
not
people,
Christian. Okay, yeah.
most of those people, they call themselves Christian.
Wait.
Okay, so this is where I'm.
Steps, Spanish. Don't forget steps.
Okay, that
There's
in that
steps
step,
to it. Yes.
in that step, because we broke it down that way. Okay, because I am not going to put somebody else, whether any Congolese man needs ahead of my wife and kids. Or my no.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But they are my priority. That is my first priority.
Just like the tribes.
No, a tribe shouldn't be a priority.
Look, this is not Tanzania. This is Congo.
But
This is Congo,
because
where tribe is what's driving Congo.
No, a tribe shouldn't be a priority.
Well, in Tanzania that
Because-
worked, but in Congo it's not working.
it's not, and it shouldn't be that way, because when you start having that mentality of my tribe, of this, we are limiting ourselves to be able to fully develop, because we have to be able to share.
I'm like the biggest, like if I tell you I'm like the biggest and professional hater when it comes to tribes, I'm the first one.
I'll be the
I'll,
second one too.
I'll be realistic to you.
Mm-hmm.
You said, I don't think they're putting a limit to themselves. At the end of the day, we are going to different houses. We're going to get out and, figure out life outside. And then we're going to come back home to our families. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So
I think we are sending a wrong message here.
Who's sending? The people or Nyuki?
Not
because
Nyuki.
I'm here for the fun of it.
No, not Nyuki. The people that you said that the value tribe first.
I didn't say the value. I don't know. That's not what I meant. Hey, I don't want any problem, my friend. I'm saying, Spani. You said a Congolese community.
Yes.
There's no a Congolese community, but I have seen a
those
community.
Sub-community. Community.
Okay. That makes
Sub-community.
sense. So you want a
when I'm
United Tribes of Congo.
Yes.
Okay.
When I'm talking about a Congolese community, everyone, including all those sub-community that they've created, because we are from this part, that part, we speak this language, all those things. We should have one thing that unites all of us.
But we can't. You guys can't. You can't.
Because people...
One, how are we going to communicate?
How are we going to communicate?
Mm-hmm. Is in English, French, Lingala, or Swahili, and all other languages. You know how many languages.
What are our four main language of communication?
I don't know, man.
The people know it. No, the people know it. We have
you guys have a secret
national recognized languages.
Which is tell me.
Lingala,
See,
Swahili, Kikongo.
No, what is the first one? What is the main one?
The main one?
What is the main one?
The main one would be, well, if I say
if you say Lingala, then
people go and look at me and say he's a Kinoa, that's why he said Lingala.
But then no, I can't agree with them. Wait, I won't say it's because you're a Kinoa. No, I will say like, okay, what about the people in South Kivu? What about people in Goma?
Swahili.
So how are you going to communicate with them? I rest my case. So
Uncle T, you see, you know what? Let's get back to this. The people we know the way to communicate. They know we have a.
So where's that
Congolese person? I'll tell you this. Every true Congolese people.
True. Say
true
this guy.
Congolese people. They know one thing that unites all of us, regardless what part of Congo you are from. But as long you have that Congolese blood in you, you will know whether you don't speak Lingala or whether you don't speak Swahili, whether you don't speak Chuluba or whether you don't speak Kikongo.
God, that's 4 languages
you
already.
will know this is a Congolese, this is a Congolese, this person. You may come from eastern part of Congo, you may from Kinshasa, you may from where, but you will know there are certain things only Congolese people can know. This is a true Congolese person.
Well, sounds like
if you see,
sounds like you guys have a family issues that you need to.
No, we do not. But
that's a family issue.
All I'm telling you is that the real Congolese people, they know why unite all of us.
Look, I think you guys have a family issue.
And I rest my case.
I think you guys have a family issue.
If you see somebody's questioning,
I think
the existence. I'm not a real Congolese person.
I think you guys have a family issue that you need to figure out in the house.
I do not.
You know, like Jay-Z said,
Leave
no,
this-
nobody wins when the family feud. So you guys figure out your issues and
No,
then come
but
back.
That's what I told you. All Congolese people know why unite all of us.
Okay,
I
good.
leave it at that.
Let's go to the second one. What is that guy? Like what tribe is he? Is he like on the Lingala side or other side you mentioned? Which part is he from? Like when it kind of in Congo. This is a reality. It's not even to say like, oh, let's be tribalism. Where is he in Congo? Where is he from in Congo?
I would say, what is more, Uncle Chi? You try to put people to come from my head.
Look, man, I'm
Okay,
Burundian. And
yeah.
you guys.
I'm not here to take a shot.
let's
but,
not talk about any Congolese things.
But that's
Let's
why
go
I
to
like
the
to
next
keep it
one.
on the Congolese person. Congolese people. Because if I have to break it down,
Anybody
When-
Congolese, please come so you can take my seat.
when you will watch
You guys
the
can even
video,
speak your secret language that you have.
when you will have watched the video, you will know the name, you will see the person's face, and you will exactly know. All right, what's next on
So, what is the next one?
Okay, so the next one, hold on. Jesus.
So, if I put 3 different Congolese right now in front of you, you would tell me this one is this one and this one is this one. See? Anyway, go ahead. You just say by the picture they will know, and by the name they will know.
Yeah. Something like you Burundian have Burundian names. We Congolese have Congolese names.
Well, with Burundian names, you know this is a Burundian name. But with you guys, it's like, this one is Congolese, but where in Congo?
You don't want to shake my hand? Thank you.
Anyway, so what is the second topic? Wait, a third intro, and then the guy shoplifting,
Shoplifting.
which I retract my defense. I don't
Because of
support
the
it
car.
because the policy you can go in, eat, and get out, and
So the second one came right after a sad news that we received in our community.
I was talking about the Congolese community.
Yes.
Okay.
/ African community. I think this part also is going to benefit every African as well. But recently in the news, in our community, we received a tragic death of our brother, late brother, Aruna. Okay. The news shocked all of us. It was unexpected because
Of course, it's
he-
death.
He,
Yeah.
he wasn't sick or anything. He was normal, and the news got out that he was stabbed multiple times and he
Yeah.
did not make it.
Mhm.
My thing is, we are now living in the United States of America,
Yes.
and there are certain good things that we can adopt living in United States to better our life and to protect our family,
Yeah.
which is the Second Amendment, which I love the most.
Okay.
Okay.
What is the Second Amendment? Oh, you continue and then we'll get into
We'll
the
get to
Second Amendment.
So before I want to get to the Second Amendment, let's just go with the flow. Okay, the Second Amendment. The Second Amendment was created to give people the ability to protect themselves against you
Against who?
socialists,
Against who?
against the rise of government, okay, for becoming tyrants, to
Okay.
kind of push back. It was created for a pushback against a government,
Okay.
okay, but it has become beneficial to us as citizens, as residents of certain community.
Okay.
Okay. So my thing is, I wanted to advise people to subscribe to the Second Amendment idea. I know you liberal MFs have tried so hard to put the news to tell people, oh no, the Second Amendment is the bad thing. But it's not.
No liberal ever say that.
What did I say?
No liberal ever say that. Tell me which. Okay, I'll defend the liberals since you have put me in that category.
Your president recently been talking about banning
No.
guns and all these things.
No,
and taking
no, no,
away.
No. Let's.
You want me to put it up?
Yeah, we can put it up. But before you put it up, let me say this.
Okay.
One, nobody's talking about taking away guns.
Which one? That?
No. Let me finish.
Mm-hmm.
They're saying gun control, and taking away certain guns,
Why?
especially military guns.
Why?
Why does a citizen need a military weapons? For what?
To protect ourselves against the rise of a government.
A rise of a government. What kind of government? Okay. Let's go back to the Second Amendment.
Let's go back to.
Let's go back to the Second Amendment, and we're gonna come back here.
No, we are leaving the actual thing. We wanted to jump in the gun control debate now.
No.
So I don't want us to move
we're gonna
away
come
from
back.
that.
We're gonna come back.
Okay, we're gonna come back to that.
We're gonna come back.
Yes.
So the Second Amendment is the right to bear arms,
Yes.
and that happened in 1791
Yes.
or something like that after the independence.
Yes.
The government thought it was right for citizen,
Yeah.
to own guns because they just finished a revolution against the British government. So it's like, yo, if these people try again, we can protect ourselves. We don't have to just depend on the army. Like we can get into it, right?
Yes.
That's the initial reason.
Yes.
And then you say like is beneficial. It has come beneficial to protect ourselves.
Yes.
So, but you said to protect ourselves from a rising government. That doesn't make sense because it's funny. Okay, rising government. What do you mean a rising government?
In case if a government want to become too powerful to overtake, too powerful over its people, to push back. That is the man. That is what we are here for.
Okay.
The day the
So-
US government will try it, we will be ready.
Okay.
Okay?
One.
So
No.
Let me get. Let's
That part.
Okay.
You're saying if the U.S. government decided, like, you know what, we're going to take advantage of these people, we're going to control them,
Let them try.
we're going to control them. You're saying like we should be ready,
Yes.
right? That's what you're saying.
Why not?
Okay,
Part of American life.
that's funny. You know why is it funny?
Enjoying being Americans.
You know why is that is funny?
Why?
If you say like, you mentioned Aruna's situation, like to protect yourself.
I was getting there. You
No,
took me
you-
to the gun
No,
debate
you s-
reason.
No,
you took me there, Uncle T.
You said
You took me
okay,
there.
it's funny. Let's say
I haven't finished my thought. You took
no.
me to the gun
Let's
debate.
say okay. You know what? Like
Uncle T.
to give.
Uncle T,
No,
let
no,
me
no.
get back to my. Let me get
To
back to
give.
my initial thing.
No. I'm not, cause oh my God, I've been waiting for this. To give the right estimation.
Uncle T.
To give
Uncle
the right
T.
estimation, I'm gonna Google it
Uncle
because
T,
I think
listen,
it's funny. Hold
listen.
up, let me
No,
show
no,
you.
no,
Let me tell you.
no.
Oh my God.
Listen,
So
listen.
what is the government
Uncle T.
military budget? Military budget.
Uncle T, listen, please. Uncle T,
The government military. The
Okay,
government
say.
military budget is God.
5 point something trillion. Is
No,
it?
wait, no. The United States spent 877 billion on national defense in 2022.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, no, let me finish.
Okay, no,
That just the defense budget. All right, how much do you have, by the way? That's one.
Uncle T,
Second,
enough to buy guns.
What guns? What guns?
They want to protect myself
From the government?
for anybody that try to come away my.
No. That part I understand, but don't say government. You cannot protect yourself from the government.
You see,
That part,
Okay, let me
like you
clarify
protecting
this.
yourself from
Uncle
me,
T,
I
Uncle
understand.
T, let me clarify
You know,
this.
you know what Obama signed?
You see
Obama
what
signed.
please forget that was president. That brought all this
Obama
nonsense.
signed the drones. You know what the drone does?
He killed niggas.
No. You know what the drone does?
What?
I can kill somebody from a different country. So how are you gonna protect yourself from?
Uncle T, you see, you played this very well. You took
Anyway.
you took me away from my initial
Okay,
initial thought.
what is your
and
initial?
you took me to a gun debate conversation.
No, you say
No.
You
I was,
said
when I was talking about the Second Amendment,
Yeah.
I was talking about the idea why. Ooh, man.
Go ahead.
The idea why it was initiated. Okay, that was I was making a reference, but you kind of took me into a territory where you kind of, throw me under the bus. But it's okay, it happened. This is Nuki Podcast, This is Nuki Podcast, and understand this conversation. But now back to my initial thought. The reason I was mentioning the Second Amendment because it gives us,
Who's us?
the citizen, the right to bear arm,
Okay,
carry,
and that's fine.
to protect ourselves
That's
against any threat. Okay?
Not the government.
That was the initial
At the
idea.
time,
Yes.
1791.
That was the initial idea. But as people evolve,
And as the
people-
government grow
Uh-huh.
and become bigger than his own self, did you know?
Can I get it to my
No, did you know, Spanny, did you know that every budget is always evaluated in the government? Like every department evaluate budgets
Yes.
other than the defense budget. The defense budget is never evaluated, is never questioned, is never so against each other. We can protect ourselves against each other or from each other, but against the government, you guys they will kill. Imagine being able to kill somebody you're in a different country. That's some. It's the same government that bombed Japan, bro.
Jesus.
You know how long it's been?
And Japan bombed them first.
No, that was the harbor. That was, we're not gonna get into.
Thank you.
I'm
Thank
trying
you.
to show you about your government, how
But all
powerful
I'm
it is.
I'm
They
not
can
disagreeing.
You
I
know
how
the
powerful we are.
the president Air Force One can stay in the air for 5 years.
Yes, I know that.
So they can just go there and kill you.
I know that.
Okay.
I'm very aware of all those things. But back,
Against each other, not the government.
I'm back into my thought, about the situation that happened with our brother Aruna.
Yeah.
Okay. It was reported that he was stabbed. Okay. Somebody confronted him, or based on
It was an altercation.
an altercation.
Okay. And we have no idea how it started.
How
We
it
have
started.
no idea who did what or who started what.
Yeah.
Okay.
But what I wanted to say, the reason why I love the Second Amendment so much. And
I don't
want-
know so much, but hey, go off,
And
King.
I want to tell people, especially my Congolese and my African brothers and sisters, the moment you leave your house, we all have a one goal: to get back home safe to our loved one. Okay, and if you end up being in the wrong side or under a neighborhood where it deemed not to be safe.
You mean in the hood?
Exactly. In the hood.
Wow. That's not what I meant. But hey, go off, kid.
You say, okay, you end up being, you find yourself in the hood. You have to adapt yourself
That's crazy.
into a survival mode
That's crazy.
to survive,
That's crazy.
to be able to make it to your home safe. In this situation, we don't know. I wasn't there. You were not there.
Oh,
But
not at all.
but
And
all
I'm not gonna
saying-
say too much
All I'm
because
saying
I have no
is
idea what
this.
happened. Yeah.
My people, we are living in the most baddest time in the history of humanity. The
Really?
inflation is too high. The economy is messed
And
up.
it's because of the liberals that the inflation is too high.
Thank you. I'm glad you said that. Thank
I'm
you.
being sarcastic.
Okay. The economy is bad since Trump left.
You know, worldwide the inflation is going through because of the liberals.
Yes. If you look across, who run the
No,
world?
let's not go back.
Liberals.
Let's not lose track.
Okay. So
Liberal.
You know,
oh, yeah.
the economy are bad, inflation is bad, less job is being created, money's, things are really expensive. People now are getting where they cannot find resources, they start turning against each other by robbing each other, stealing from each other.
You know what?
And
I will
things
give,
like
I will
that.
give it to you.
Okay.
That's like the greatest point you ever made throughout. Yeah, you made great points, but this one is the greatest. Saying, as life gets tougher, people turn against each other. See, I knew there was something about you, man.
Thank you. Okay. But in order for us to protect ourselves, especially those of us who are from African descent, okay, we do have family across the ocean, across the seas, looking up, waiting to hear from us. Our success here is their success there. Because when we are here, is the whole village, they have their eyes over here. Damn, my brother is up there. My cousin is there. If I can pick up a call and be like, yo, bro, even give something, I'll be happy.
Yeah.
Okay? And with by saying that, if we don't adapt to meet the way of life in this community, we are putting ourselves on that fine line of danger. Danger and death. That is the fine line. And unfortunately for our brother, he fall into that line. What I'm saying is this, my people. Most of us, most of you guys, or most of us in this community, we need to find a way to protect our family, which is by becoming a CCW.
What is a CCW?
Concealed carry permit. You need that.
Okay.
Okay? Go get a gun a legal way. Don't get a black market. Okay? Get it the right way. And to get a CCW, it doesn't cost that much. Less than $100.
So Spun is saying if you don't have the money to pay for it, he will pay for it. Continue.
No, I will put that on the Nuki Foundation when God blessed us. But go get yourself a CCW. Most of us, we spend quite a bit on unnecessary stuff. You go there for half a day from 9 to 4. They teach you the safety, the education about being a concealed carrier permit, about owning a gun, about how to operate gun safety, all those things you need to know about gun. They will teach you that. And when you pass, how to...
Do they check a background check?
I'm getting there.
It's a question.
Okay?
Mentally too.
Yes.
Mentally, physically, spiritually.
They will do all those things, okay? They will teach you all those things. Once you get your CCW, it will allow you to go legally into a store and buy a gun that is registered under your name.
Bro, that's what literally the liberals are saying.
Uncle T,
That's what they're saying.
Uncle T, no, let's not.
Nobody.
Uncle T, let's not get down
And then
to
you say like any gun or just like what kind of gun?
whenever you can pay, your pocket can pay.
Even military guns?
Whatever your pocket can pay, Uncle T.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Okay, get yourself even a pistol
Yeah.
in a
that's
lock
enough.
box. They will give you a lock. They will give you the magazine and all these things. Okay, you have your CCW,
Mm-hmm.
concealed carry permit. You have it on you.
Concealed carry permit? That's CCP.
No, well, that's what they call it. CCW. I don't
What
know.
is it? The W for?
Weapon, concealed
So
carry weapon or something like that.
make up your minds. Which one is it? Is it P or W?
Well, it's the same thing. Like, what does permit fall under? Like, it's license. You can. It's
To carry a gun. Okay,
to carry
go
a
ahead.
gun. So the easy abbreviation is CCW.
Okay.
Okay, you get yourself that one. You have that on you. Okay, to avoid those kind of situation, because bullets fly faster than somebody stabbing you. I'm not, I'm saying we need to start owning guns.
I don't know who paid him to advertise this, but I'm not in
But
it.
I
I
know-
have not gotten the check yet. So
I know that your pastors, your church gonna tell you otherwise, because I know in churches these days they be preaching against those things and
so
in
for
general.
and this is not an argument. Like I kind of get it. Like it's not even an argument.
Especially when you live in the ghetto,
wow,
like you said.
wow, not in the ghetto,
Okay.
not in the hood.
The second thing,
Uh-huh.
if you don't want to own it, you don't want to protect yourself, then do your best to relocate it yourself into a better neighborhood. I understand times are hard, okay? Everything is going up the roof right now in terms of inflation, price, economy.
Yeah,
and
we
all
are
these
broke.
things.
Yeah.
We all are broke. But there are certain neighborhood. You came into this country as a refugee, like we all came.
Yeah.
They put us in some of the worst places, we have no idea what was the rate of the crime or what was this neighborhood. We don't know. They just put us here. Okay, this is your new, place and
Yeah.
start your life. But with time, as we evolve, as we start getting to know the language, we start getting to know the culture, we start getting to know the law, how things are operated, we find ourselves, no, this is no longer a good place for us to be. Let's move her from here to here. Okay? Let's start doing that. Let's move our way into better neighborhood. So where we can give our kids a better place, they can play, they can be educated, they can surround themselves in a better environment, not in a hostile one. Okay? That's what I wanted to say. And the third thing, before I let you come and tear me apart, the third thing is that we heard that he came from work, okay? And the people that they drove together dropped him off and they left. My thing is this. I want those people to listen to me very carefully.
Who are those people?
Anybody. If you are in the business of giving people right, or if you take your brother from one place and you guys went out somewhere and you drove and you have to go drop them off, okay, where they live. All I'm asking, instead of just drop and go, just take maybe 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Just wait to say, hey, bro, please, I'll make sure I'll wait until you enter inside your house or your apartment. Then I will drive. Okay, because what I do not have a confirmation, but I heard it was dropped off and the people that was with him left. Then the situation happened when they left.
Okay.
So imagine they could have waited just a minute for him to walk into his apartment. Don't you think? And then if that situation could have happened and they were there, it could have been handled differently. You see? So let's not, because I understand United States is a fast-moving country. everyone is just go, 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 go. But let's try to do that. And just take a moment. Be like, okay, bro, since, the parking is here, I park here, street, your apartment could be in the back and things like that. Or maybe if, let's say, there were most of car take 4 people, 5 people. Well, say, okay, instead of you walking there by yourself, maybe 2 of us, let's walk you out. Or, okay, let's be on the phone. Then let me call you right now until make sure you're into your apartment. Things like that. To kind of look after one another. That's why I'm emphasizing into this. Let's look after one another in our community and all these things. If you feel comfortable to work alone, make sure you have a gun to protect yourself, also to protect your family.
Not from the government.
For anybody that try to attack you or try to rob you or try to break into your home.
Okay.
You want to come for my head?
Oh, no. I think I said enough. Go ahead, continue.
So those are the things I really want people to start doing. Okay, let's start owning. Try your best, own one. Okay, don't listen to get caught up into all these things because listen, I understand 911 is your best friend sometimes, but sometimes they get there late. But if our brother had his peace, it was scary. The situation could have been handled differently. Probably he would have still be here, but that person could have been the one his family are mourning instead of being the opposite.
That's some tough one, and I'm not gonna say anything about that. Like I said, I don't know what happened, and I don't know what started it. I don't know who did it. I don't know what was going on. But I'm sure in a few days to come, we'll know the full story.
It's unfortunately that,
like I said, I don't know who paid him to advertise guns, but I have not received my part.
Let me ask you this. Are you not a gun owner?
No, I'm
Why
not a
not?
gun owner. I haven't thought about owning a gun.
But you have a wife and kids now. Have you
That
thought
doesn't mean
about that?
that doesn't mean I should own a gun.
But what happens if somebody broke into your house at night?
Why would I think about somebody broke into my house?
But that's all I'm saying.
That's why I lock my door.
Okay, door can get knocked down these days.
So I don't want to get into it because I feel like we have taken enough time, but I don't think.
All I'm saying, as you are having a family, start thinking about protecting them.
So I'm not gonna.
You know what we do? Courtesy of Nuki Foundation.
I don't think I will. I don't think I'm gonna put my trust in a gun. That's one.
I am not saying to put your trust. Listen, Uncle T.
You say what you said. Let me say my piece now. I don't think is right to say, oh, you have a family now, own a gun. I don't think that's the right way to do it. If you want to advertise, like I say, I have not received my part or my share in the gun advertisement. I want my check. But I don't think
any gun lobbyists, if you're there watching and listening,
I don't think the first thing to do like, oh, let me own a gun because I got a family. I don't think that's the right. I don't. People do it, but I have not got to the point where I'm like, oh man, I need a gun in this house. That's just me.
Hey, like I wanted to say, as a courtesy of Nuki Foundation.
I don't know what kind of money he was receiving. I need my check.
If you would like, okay? If you would like.
NRA are funding this guy. I need my check too.
Nuki Foundation.
NRA.
Listen.
That's the right people, right? Because you guys
National Rifle Association.
NRA is funding this guy. I want my part too.
No, they are not. I'm just trying to look after.
We don't know because
I'm just trying to look after my community, after my people.
But I don't think gun is the answer. I think the issue
is not the answer, but it come handy.
I think the issue is bigger than the guns.
It come handy when somebody knocked down before before the
I think-
911 get there.
I think the issue is
handle
bigger
the
than
business.
gun because we also have seen what the guns have done to the community.
Uncle T,
Bro, we have lost.
Uncle T,
No.
Uncle T.
Mhm.
You today you are paying. I think you are the devil advocate is best because you are trying to
How
take
many?
me.
How many
into
brothers? How
you
many
are
brothers have
trying
we
to
lost
take
on?
me
How
into a
many?
sloping.
How many? How
into
many
a gun
brothers?
debate.
How many brothers have we lost because of guns?
They decide to be a gangster, and gangster life taught them a lesson.
Okay.
You are not a gangster, my nigga.
Then what do I need a gun for?
I-
No,
I-
because
all I say-
you are really pushing for people to get guns. So
Especially
who
for-
paid this
Okay,
man?
okay,
NRA.
okay,
You
Uncle
guys
T.
paid this man.
Uncle T,
I want my share.
Uncle T.
Ah.
You mentioned a point that I like, and I want to pick back on that. Okay, you said that. Excuse me. So I want to say this: if you find yourself somehow related into what we are talking about, and you know that you live in a bad neighborhood, you live in the ghetto, this
Spani, do you think I need a gun?
you do. Why not? You do.
For what?
Protection.
From what?
Anybody that try to break into your house or try to rob you,
How many people have robbed me, or how many people have trying to break in my house?
I don't know. All I'm just saying, you never know. Protect yourself. That's all.
Okay.
Neighborhood, on a peace. Protect yourself. Okay? If you live in the most leave those ghetto cheap places and find yourself a good neighborhood and live in there. It's just a couple $100 differences. Instead of living in those part of town that you know it's not the best.
I don't think
Okay.
that's also fair. You know what I mean? Because life is tough, man.
I
Life is
understand that.
tough. People, I don't think anybody pick, like if, let's say they live in a bad neighborhood, I don't think they're doing it on purpose. I think they're doing it like, oh, this is what I can afford.
If you can afford that, you can afford to own one too and protect yourself.
All I'm saying is, I think it's bigger than guns. I don't think.
Before we get to it's bigger than gun, own one.
I don't think so. Imagine all of us walking around with guns. Well, the next
We
thing
will be
you know,
safe as hell.
the next thing you know, it's not like the government that will be worried about. What am I talking about? Like we see it every day. Why is a bad idea for certain people to own guns?
My people,
Like
those were Okochi.
if
Okochi.
one,
Okochi.
mm-hmm,
Okochi.
yeah.
I see today you are a true devil advocate.
No, like
But-
okay, I
but-
get it, but the way you, honestly, the way you are advertising it, I believe that somebody NRA give you a check. I want my share. See, I need a lawyer. Anybody that can, I need my check. This guy is advertising NRA so
After 3
much.
years, this nigga say need a lawyer, need a check.
I need a lawyer so I can sue this guy. I think he got a check from NRA.
All right, my people. If you have not watched the latest episode of New Kid Podcast,
I think he's getting paid by NRA
that's
because
been
the way
dropped.
he's pushing guns,
Please,
bro. You
Please,
seen
Uncle
what the
T.
guns have done to schools,
Uncle T.
to the movie theaters. You see what guns? The guns.
Uncle T.
Public shooting.
Uncle T, listen. I'm not gonna let you have this moment.
Public shooting.
I'm gonna
is
go ahead and this
more
show.
than 3,000 more than terrorists attacking this country.
Uncle T, listen up. All right, my people. If you have,
I want my check.
listen,
I want my check from
Okay,
the NRA
Listen,
because he's going through Nuki.
listen. Uncle T,
Advertising NRA was
Jesus.
not in the contract of Nuki.
So, my people, if you have not watched our latest episode of New Kid Podcast, make sure to subscribe on our YouTube channel, all of our platform, and stay up to date to those to our newsfeed, and so that you can know when our next episode are being dropped. With saying that, okay, the next conversation, we will get back to the gun debate and all this
No,
fun
I'm
stuff.
not debating. I want my check first.
No.
NRA, I want my check first.
Those,
and I'm not going to advertise you guys.
we will
Because
get
I
to
think
those,
you guys are the worst.
We will get to those on the later date. Okay, maybe watch our next episode in the future so that you will know what's we coming. But without saying all of those, I just want to wish everybody be safe out there.
I want my check.
Be safe out there. Protect yourself. Get back to your loved one. And if Christ doesn't come back soon,
He's
God
not
bless.
coming. He's not coming anytime
bless
soon.
you guys. We will
are
see
so
each other.
wicked.
We will see each
We are
other
so
soon.
wicked. We are so
Stay
wicked.
tuned. It has been pleasure. This was
animals.
a special edition of Nuki Podcast.
You know,
I'm not
animals
going to
kill
let
each
this
other
man
to
today
eat.
Being the devil advocate.
You know, the animal
And
killed each other
destroy-
for survival. But you know what we killed each other for? For the sake of it. Who's the animal?
Are you done?
Yes.
Thank you.
Anyway, God loves you and He wants a relationship with you.
Amen. Get that CCW and protect yourself. Thank you.